Hello and welcome to Sully's First Thoughts with Guy Smiley. That's me. Please welcome to the show your host and star, Sully Nagel. Hello, Sully. Well, since a very big day is just around the corner, we want to get your first thoughts on Valentine's Day.
Yeah! We want to start in our favorite Valentine's Day parts.
All right. So I guess what we want to do now is get your first... Oh, you have something to say?
I want to say that I want to tell you guys the story of how Valentine's Day first began.
This would be a great place to start.
Well, you see, there was this man on top of a big mountain, like Mountain Everest. And he lost a lot of things, like his leg that was now turned into wooden.
Oh my.
And his dog lost.
Poor puppy.
Yes.
Did the dog have a name?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't have a name.
Oh, the nameless dog. All right.
Well, could you tell me that?
I would guess the dog's name was Randolph.
Yeah, his name was Randolph.
Oh, okay.
And
yes.
So, but this man had a large heart.
Oh, my.
And he wanted to love everyone in the whole wide world.
Amazing.
So, he decided to bring out lots of heart chocolates, which were known as heart chocolates.
Oh.
And day and night, he searched to find the perfect people who to bring out those chocolates. Like these.
Chocolates.
Yeah, like these funny chocolates. The Toby Dome, the Tracks, the Lion, Mr. Jolly Classics, the Rouse to Celebration. Well, we're not going to talk about that yet.
Okay.
So, we are going to talk about...
But what happened after he found all the people?
He gave out all the chocolates, and that's how Valentine's Day began.
Oh my, and how many years ago was this?
49.
49 years ago, and Valentine's Day first began. So we've been celebrating it for quite a long time.
Actually, 100 billion jillion years ago.
Oh, that's a lot different than 49 years. Okay, so I guess that brings me to my next question, and I think all our viewers are dying to know, but what do you do on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is a day where you get married and show goodwill to all things. And people.
So are you planning on getting married on Valentine's Day?
I don't know who to marry yet.
Oh, okay.
But I do sometimes. But a lot of weeks ago, I sometimes went on dates with Mrs. Carey, and that was cool. And man, those pizzas were delicious.
Well, any date involving pizza is just a marvelous time. Let me be the first to say that.
Yeah.
But so if you get married on Valentine's Day, how many people do you expect to get married this year on Valentine's Day?
I'm thinking maybe I'd like to choose my mom.
But your mom already is married.
Oh, right. Well, how'd you know that? She told you?
Yeah, she told me.
Yes, I'm such a smarty cat.
You are. You knew that exactly before I even said it. So, since we give goodwill and candy to everybody on Valentine's Day, what kind of candy are you expecting to receive on Valentine's Day from your classmates? What kind of candy? Maybe we could tell them right now, what do you want to receive on Valentine's Day? What's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy are those colorful hearts and those salty ones, salted ones that look like hearts. And man, those ones are spicy or sour.
Are those the bacon hearts? Would you like a bacon heart?
No.
You don't like bacon?
Well, I do like the normal bacon.
So, what about this? Would this be like a good kind of candy to get on Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah, I think. But this is chocolate.
This is a lot of chocolate.
Yeah, I wish we could wait. That's what they look like?
Well, there's only one way to find out. What do you think that is?
To open the box?
I think I'm going to open the box. Let's just sample some Valentine's Day candy really quickly before we end our show today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
While I'm opening this, maybe you could give some people, maybe if it's the first time they've ever celebrated Valentine's Day, would you give them some tips on what they should be expecting or what they should do?
Well, how could I tell them some things about Thomas?
Does it have to do with Valentine's Day?
I guess.
Because if they don't know how to celebrate Valentine's Day, what should they be looking for? What should they do?
Well, if they have a Thomas ticket, they could go to Day Out with Thomas.
That would be a good date.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is massive.
What?
Do you think the man with the wooden leg named Smith, do you think his heart was this big?
Whoa, this is a big one.
Oh my goodness, I think I might have to try some. Do you want to try some too?
Sure, I love chocolate.
Well, we love Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, that's a big chunk.
Yeah, you just took it right out of my hand.
That's good.
So, what do you think? Do you think this is something that people would want to have on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I think they would.
Oh my. Smith makes some good chocolate.
Yeah, how do they make them? They make it tasty and good.
Tasty and good. All right, well, I think that's all for our show today. I think people have enough to think about before Valentine's Day comes, how you can be preparing to get married and give goodwill to everyone else. I think that's all. Anything else you'd like to say?
In a long time, there was also one day when I also saw something on a show on the old computer. Guess what? I saw that they were doing something really cool. I saw this big skyscraper that was named as Toys R Us, and they had a lot of Thomas's friends. And guess what? Outside that place, they made a Thomas the Tank Engine ice sculpture made out of 30 billion gillion chunks of ice.
We will find out soon when Thomas and Friends will start paying us for this free advertisement on our show, because there's not a show that goes by without us talking about Thomas. Which brings us to, well, we won't even talk about our next show, but I'll just give you a hint. It has a lot of Thomas in it. All right, until next time, this has been Sully's First Thoughts with Guy Smiley. Before we go, I'd just like to say, Sully, I love you.
I love you too, Caleb.
Guy Smiley.
Guy Smiley. I like you, Guy Smiley. I love you, Guy Smiley.
I love you too. See you later. Happy Valentine's Day.